Morning, and this is day 47, and look at that. Whoop, spotted a touch of a cloud there. Perfect day. Not too bad overnight. Everything was wet this morning, like the fly was. I've got that mostly dry. I've sort of put all that out while I was having breakfast. Oldfield's hut. Beautiful old hut. But yeah, I've noticed the huts, they're sort of deteriorated further away you've got from the main part of Kosciuszko. Pretty much, I guess, 3 rooms. We've got obviously fireplace in here, but yeah, as you can see, it's pretty ordinary sort of condition. Table there, it's just got possum piss all over it. There's a possum in here, it's in the journal book there. A lot of people mention about the possum. Yeah, you wouldn't stay in here. Wake up during the middle of the night with bloody possum pissing on you. There's another room there, but it's hardly worth looking at. Yeah, it just stinks. I'm not a fan of possums. Some people think they're cute and cuddly, but when they get in your shed and piss and shit all over everything, and yeah, they just stink. They're a bloody pest, and they just keep coming. Anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so just camp there. So target today, that mountain up there, Bimberi. So we're going to go down the track here. It splits just over that where those first lot of trees are, just down below there. Lone Pie Trail heads off to the right and follows a good Digby up the right. And we go to the left and we head up sort of through the centre of the phone there up towards Murray Gap. And we'll dump the gear there. And then we'll climb Bimberi. Is about 3 k's up to the top there. There's a little bit of a foot track, can markers. Anyway, 3k up and back. That's Mount Murray up there. I don't know whether there's any track up there. I was going to do that on another hike across there. I'll leave that for another day anyway. Not too fussed with it. So yeah, camp up at Murray Gap. That's the plan. Shouldn't take us too long to get up there. It is quite warm now actually with that sun out. So yesterday I left Pockets Hut and probably all right for the first few k's, and then just got to Murray Gap there, Murray Gap Trail, which is about 2 k's. I suppose a bit more than 3/4 of that up maybe, and just poured rain, and yeah, absolutely poured. So got into here, and then the afternoon was quite, didn't know what it was going to do, but in the afternoon it sort of cleared up. It was quite nice. A couple of other blokes come in, they'd gone up to Bimberi, didn't see a thing. They camped at Murray Gap, Leon and Luke, good to meet them. Chatted with them for a while. Actually they hung around to 3 o'clock and dried all their gear out, and then headed off. I think they were going to Bill Jones' hut. So a couple of Victorian boys, that's what we like, the Vicks, from Maui actually. And of course my last meal on the Monday night before I left to do the AAWT, had to go into Maui for a feed at the pub. Big can of tea, because nothing else was open at bloody Walhalla or the Erica pub. So okay, and we'll once we get up there we'll get some internet as well. There's been nothing really. I've had yeah, reception's really been poor. Is what it is. I've managed to get the odd message off to the missus, let her know I'm okay. I'm going to check the weather forecast for certain, because apparently tomorrow it's meant to turn really bad. So and we've got a big day tomorrow. We pretty much can't camp anywhere between Murray Gap and Cotter Gap unless you're a permit holder. Good old Canberra, they like to have some special rules, I don't know why, but anyway, good luck to them. So we're going to keep going through to Orroral Valley, so it's probably 20 odd k's. Okay, time to get cracking. Bimberi, rock and roll baby. There goes first one since Jagungle. I thought it was a tiger, but it's not. It's a copperhead. Okay, so just after spotting my first snake for a few days, we had a gate with some obvious fencing. So and then a sign there saying Kosciuszko National Park. So one would have to assume that we have officially done with New South Wales. So I know Bimberi's in ACT. So I guess that means we're now in the Australian Capital Territory. Well, I'm now at the summit of Bimberi Peak, 1,913 metres, the highest mountain in the ACT. I've actually left New South Wales now, and I'll camp down at Murray's Gap for the night, so officially in the ACT, 2 states down, territory to go. So pretty much 360 degree views. I'll probably start. That's Mount Murray, so that's the direction I come up from. And you can see the valley way over yonder. That'll be heading down towards Yake, down towards Adaminaby, that valley down through there. Anyway, that's the direction over towards Cooma way. Yeah, mountains around through the ACT. So I've got a couple of ranges, Cotter Gaps somewhere there. I don't know this area, to be honest. You can see down the bottom there's a couple of roads or tracks. See Cotter Dam. So obviously all Cotter Dam catchment. Canberra's probably just somewhere over the back there. I mean, way over there you can see some farmland. Certainly you can hear all the bloody planes and that. And I guess that's over towards the Brindaballas. towards Tumut Way. You can see farmland over there. That's probably still maybe northern plains of Kosciuszko, Long Plain. Up the other side of this tree. Yeah, I'm guessing along all the northern Kosciuszko. You can see it. It's like a dam over in there, so that's probably maybe the works there. I'd say that's the works of Tantangara Dam. And as we move round towards Mount Murray, I think the shape, there's a mountain right at the very back there. That looks like Jigungal. Very much the shape, so. Anyway, a couple other mountains. I think there's a Mount Morgan there. So that's it. Righto, finally got some reception up here as well, some internet, so been catching up with the world a little bit, and the wife and the kids. Alright, it took me about just maybe tad over an hour to get up here, so not too long. Got a perfect day. Feel sorry for the two blokes yesterday, Luke and Leon. They didn't get any, they did come up, but I believe they didn't get any views obviously. So the weather forecast for tomorrow is maybe 1 mil, cloudy, but I think it's still 26 in Tuggeranong, and then the weather forecast after that's still good. So right through to early next week, when Tuesday will be my last day. So yep, happy days. I'm just constantly thinking about food now. Told the missus to fill the pantry in the fridge. Ice cream, shapes, cocoa pops, all the rubbish food that I just want to get. I want to rip into roasts, chicken, palmies, everything. So, all right, I'm actually talking about food. I'm going to go down and have some lunch now. I'm absolutely starved. So, all right, later. Morning, day 48 at Murray's Gap, and we've got plenty of blue sky. Which is good. Bit of cloud down there, probably fog I think. The sun will hopefully burn that off. Well, that's the direction we're heading, down that way, down Murray's Gap, down to towards Cotter Hut, and then up to Cotter Gap, and then down to Orroral River. So we've got about 20 odd k's today. So a little correction on yesterday. I had my maps out and I was having a look around to work out what little peaks and that are around. As I said, I don't know this area now at all. And so I said yesterday that that dam was Cotter Dam. It's not. It's the Cotter River runs through there. It's Corin Dam. C-O-R-I-N, so correction on that one. So yeah, just get out of this swamp. It's a big swampy area through this Murray's Gap. So yesterday I wandered down to get some water. I ended up going down past where it clears through the marshy area down the bush a little bit there, and there was water flowing down, I don't know, about 20 odd metres off the track, so got some water. But yeah, I had to cross an area which is just, thought I could almost fly across it, but not the case. The boots got just soaked, so I don't know whether I can skirt around the bush edge there. Quicker just to cop wet boots, I suppose. Anyway, so it's a great spot here for probably, well, a copperhead that was just here when I was setting up yesterday. He's just nice and fat, so you know, that's where you want to be for a snake. Plenty of frogs and things around here. Anyway, ready to go. That's about it. Day 48. Wow, not long to go now. This is the Orroral Valley. It's the road goes across just below here, and it's also the river down in there. And AAWT just comes down that hill. There's a track off to the right there, just follows the valley up a bit. It ends up back on that road. 20 odd Ks today, 21, something like that. Nothing too difficult. Probably a bit boring really, not much to see. A lot of fire damage through this Canberra section. It's quite a pretty place, this Orroral Valley. Tomorrow we take that track over there and up over the hill up to Legoland, I think. Where's those big rocky outcrops behind me. Down that way I think there's a road that comes in there. There's a rural campground or rural homestead. Just some walks and things. There's plenty of kangaroos around. There's a heap of roos over there. Anyway, I got there is someone camping up the other side there, just up the valley there. I didn't speak to them or anything like that. It wasn't close. But I've just got a nice little camp spot in here. So I have to put some tea on with the little food I have left. Okay. Morning, day 49, and low cloud around. You can see through there the blue sky. It's actually insert right up there where I've got to go as well, so good time to get going now while it's still actually quite cool. It wasn't a bad night, it wasn't cold. A few deer you could hear come in just on dark, obviously over the other side there. Dogs as well, a couple of dogs, and then they were going this morning. It was still light, I think, just like first light they were yapping. A few dogs, so that was interesting. Anyway, as I mentioned yesterday, so Honeysuckle campground, creek campground, whatever it is. Got Legoland first, then there. That was planned to be the camp, but just having a look, I did wake up about 4:30 to go to bed early. I was having a look. I just worried I got a bit too much in the last day, so if I run into a ranger or something, I might find out about this Bushfold Flats. It's supposed to be a camp spot there, but it's not mentioned in the book. So that'd put me a lot closer. But whether it's another one of them, it's just a shit spot, that's why it hasn't been mentioned, I don't know. There is a hut, Bushfold hut, which is sort of on a loop track around at Mount Tennant, which I was sort of thinking about doing tomorrow as well. So yeah, I just don't want to leave myself 20 plus K on the last day if I'm getting picked up, because Mrs. did mention maybe we can make the pub for lunch. So 20 plus Ks have got no hope, I think, not with a couple of side trips. So anyway, we shall see. Righto, let's get walking. So we are at the Legoland lookout, and this is the view down to the Orroral Valley where I camped last night. That's the, I guess the southern end. You can make out down there the Orroral homestead. And granite tours over there. I think they call it. There's a walk up there. There's another little white outcrop to the left there, or just down a little bit. Geodetic dome, unused. So I don't know what that is. It'll be something I have to look at. And the valley down there, of course, with the Orroral River. You can see the road over there. That's what I took down yesterday. So I think straight up there, that's Cotter Gap. And over the back there, I'm pretty sure that's Bimberi Peak. And Mount Murray to the left, so Murray Gap right over the back there. And I think up across there are the higher mountains, the other mountains, the ACT, Franklin, Ginny, and of course the upper part of the Orroral River. There you go. And I think they say the sign says Legoland down further, but you know, it's not going to change the views. Little big rocky outcrops. The photos I would have taken yesterday anyway. Okay, yeah, cleared up, perfect day. Anyway, we're back to the pack and Honeysuckle Campground. Morning, this is day 50, final day of the AAWT Honeysuckle Campground. So yeah, looking forward, up early. It's about 7 o'clock. So this is the main camping areas. A couple of people there. Other camping areas over there. Up the hill there's the Honeysuckle Creek space tracking station. So it was back in the 60s for the Apollo mission, which was when the Yanks got on the moon with Armstrong, I think it was Collins and Buzz Aldrin. So interesting there, the history. So this was a bit of a buzzing place. Interesting how they picked this. Okay, so ready to go. Yeah, didn't go any further. It's just I'll get up early and then we'll see whether we do Barumba Rocks, look out there, and maybe Mount Tennant. So probably, yeah, we'll just see how we go. I'm not sure what the view's going to be like. A little bit of started spitting, I think about 2 or so in the morning. Off and on for a little bit, and in the last couple of hours nothing. So I'm not too sure. Alright, we'll see you later. So did the I know 1.2k up to Bimberi Rocks. We come up from down there. And yeah, a bit cloudy, misty, but we've got some views up here. Yeah, she just drops right off there. Good for you rock climbing, I suppose. Not too sure where that is over that way. Over towards Canberra somewhere, I suppose. It's all fire damage through here badly. Even you can see right through this whole valley down there. A little river flowing down there. Righto, that's it, Bimberi Rocks. It's the first detour done. Whether we'll do Mount Tennant, we'll see. We'll see how we're going time wise. Took me about an hour. It took me right on an hour to get to Honeysuckle campground to Bimberi Rocks, so whatever that is, just touch over 4k I think, so it's a pretty easy track. Righto, back down. Well folks, about 2.5 k's I reckon to go, and down there somewhere is the Namadgi Visitor Centre. I didn't bother with Mount Tennant. I thought, well, I'm going to get pretty good views from here anyway. Mount Tennant's up there, and to be honest, I'm just at the point I've almost had enough anyway. So plenty of views. It's I don't know what valley, it takes you up to Tharwa. The Murrumbidzi's over in there somewhere too. Probably not as good as what it was when I crossed it by foot. And of course Canberra, you can see the Black Mountain Tower there. You should see the city centre there too. Or some part of the city anyway. There you go. Not too bad down in here actually, doesn't look so dry or anything. Oh, I've made pretty good time today. I did do Bimberi Rocks of course, so still even might make a counter lunch somewhere. Anyway, we better get going down.